I've known Molly since 1970, so that's 47 years. And she and I were both at St. Joseph's. I was a staff there, I was a Sister in Mercy at the time.
And really got to know her very well during the peace movement and civil rights movement.
I met Molly in 1974, so it was 2 years after the center started.
I met Molly Rush on my first day working here, which was almost 4 years ago at this point.
She was an ordinary woman from a parish who felt this deep call to address social justice issues, especially at that time, it was civil rights.
Molly was a very welcoming and positive person, and she was one that was always approachable.
And a person that more than twice as old as me and still curious about the world around her and still wants to learn from people of every generation.
For close to 40 years, she kept the Thomas Merton Center thriving. It started out very small, where we were trying to do fundraising. There were many social justice groups at that time in the 70s. This one survived all the changes through all the decades.
I remember in 1980 when Molly became acquainted with and decided to do an activist action at King of Prussia at the General Electric plant, in which they took their own blood and poured it on the nose cone of a Mark 12A nuclear weapon carrier.
She told everybody then is, I will go to jail, I will lose my reputation, I would jeopardize my relationships with my family to let everyone know that if we don't start acting, this planet's gone.
She's at least twice as old as me, and she's still approaching the world around her and people around her with curiosity and a recognition that there's still more to learn and a desire to learn from people of every generation. And that's what I hope I will continue to age into throughout my life.
I believe that Molly has an inspiration that is decades long and in my life, and I'm sure with many others too in our community. She's been so faithful in the direction that she's set.
I've been so inspired by people like Father Jack O'Malley and so many people that I've been very, very fortunate to get to know. And that's also what keeps you going, because you have relationships and, ideas flowing around.
I remember my grandfather being very upset because she was getting arrested and being on the news and being thrown in the back of a paddy wagon, worried that she was going to get hurt.
Well, Molly is just a person that you'd meet every day until you listen and followed her journey. Molly was prepared to make sacrifices, and some of us probably weren't as ready.
Thomas Merton has been a huge inspiration to the Thomas Merton Center, obviously, that we're named for him. He was a Catholic monk in Gethsemane, Kentucky, died in 1968.
We've been able to support a lot of workers' rights actions. Pittsburgh had a very large anti-war march this summer, the largest that I'd seen in years.
We sometimes have gotten small numbers of grants and, large donations from some people, but that's not our major effort. We do fundraising events.
Well, Mom, I think you deserve this. Congratulations for the award.
Congratulations, Molly, my friend. Pittsburgh has been deeply fortunate to have you and your leadership with us over these decades. You have left a legacy to young people that will carry on for many more decades.
Molly, I'm so happy to know of this recognition of your lifetime achievement of living a great life that has been a model for all of us in the Pittsburgh area. Thank you.
Molly Rush, I'm so glad to know you, and I want to congratulate you on receiving the Community Heroes Award from class. So thank you.
She put it on the line and did her time. She served time in jail. She paid that price because she wanted to save her children and grandchildren.
Well, I feel that she wanted us to know, her children, she's doing this for her children, and she believes so strongly in it.